वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. I welcome everyone today in the temple as well as those people who are online. Today is a very auspicious day. Today is Gita Jayanti. That is why we all chanted Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. I joined a little late, but Panditji was doing it from the beginning. So what is today? What is the day today? How and why we are celebrating Gita Jayanti? What is Gita Jayanti? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of the celebration of Gita Jayanti? And why do we celebrate the birthday of a book? There is no other book in the world which is being celebrated for its birthday. So why do we celebrate it? And all these things are very important to know. We are already doing the study of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita for long, but we have to understand also that why we are studying, the reason why we are studying. So we have to see, we have to understand the background, the backdrop of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. What is, when the Gita was born? When was Gita told? Where was it told? It was told in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. It was told when there is a big war going to happen. 18 Akshini Sena, huge number of people, millions of people are going to fight. 11 on the side of Kaurava and 7 on the side of Pandava. It is told that wars are bad for those who are winning as well as those who lose, because the killing and the death is happening on both sides. Losses are done on both sides. Then why do we fight? Somebody from the democratic viewpoint could have said that, hey guys, why do you fight? Just vote. And if they would have voted at that time by chance, then definitely Kaurava would have won, because there were 11 Akshini. They were more in numbers. So that proves, number one thing is that having more in number doesn't mean that it is right. This is the first message. Having more people, having a bigger number of opinions of people, the size does not mean that it is telling the truth. Anyway, so Gita was born in the battlefield. It is the most crucial time. Generally in the battlefield when people fight, anytime, anywhere, when the people fight, the brains stop. The brain doesn't work. You always see, जब कभी भी झगड़ा होता है, दिमाग बंद हो जाता है. And this is the time where exactly the brain should start working. And that is why it is no other place better than the battlefield to tell the thoughts which are for the humanity. A single decision can change the world. A single decision in the battlefield can change the world for the future generations. It's extremely important that the decisions taken in the battlefield are made with lots of thoughts. It is also emphasizing the importance of powerful people to have the brain. Generally what happens when the power comes, the brain goes up. So it is important that when we are powerful, we should use our intellect, or alternatively, a powerful person should seek the advice and listen to the important people, the thoughtful people. And that was the reason in the old time when there was a Raja, when there was a kingdom. And even now also, there are advisory secretary, there are advisory committees to a powerful person. At that time it was king, and there was a Rushi Mandal. Rushi Mandal hota tha Raja ko salah dene ke liye in various areas, in economics, in defense, in art and culture, different areas. They were getting thoughtful views and decisions were taken together. So emphasizing the importance of intellect. कृष्ण अर्जुन को ये नहीं कहते हैं यहां से लड़ना, वहां से लड़ो, इसको पहले पकड़ो, उसको बाद में पकड़ो. Krishna is not explaining him the weaponry or how to fight. Krishna is explaining him why to fight. How to fight. That is very important. And that is why it is a book which is written in the battlefield, emphasizing the importance of intellect for the most powerful people in the world. It is also promoting the action in the right direction and not escapism. Yeah? Some people, there are some schools of thoughts which are telling, लड़ाई क्यों करना, दुनिया नश्वर है, ये दुनिया फानी है, छोड़ दो, प्यार से रहो, एक दूसरे को ये मत करो. Krishna never told, Krishna didn't say escape, Krishna told you fight. उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय, युद्ध के लिए तैयार हो जाओ. Some people who doesn't understand Gita completely, they say Gita is a book which is promoting the war. It is absolutely not. Krishna was the person who agreed even to get only 5 villages in exchange of the big empire if there is no war. अगर लड़ाई नहीं होती है तो 5 गांव भी चलेंगे, मगर लड़ाई नहीं करेंगे. That was the clause, that was the thing which was told by Krishna. Up to the last, try and do the efforts up to the last not to fight. That was the strategy of Krishna. He was not a person who will blindly lift a weapon and start fighting. And hence, the students and the followers of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita will always be active. They will not be having the escapism. दुनिया छोड़ दो, क्या रखा है दुनिया में. That is not the language which is talked and told by Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. People who follow Shrimad Bhagavad Gita will be active, will be having their actions as it is expected to be. Not blind actions, actions with the intellect, actions with the thoughts. That is why Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is a book born in battlefield 5,000 years ago. So it is time tested. It is a book which is time tested. Let us take some example that this book guided what kind of people in the world. There are philosophers like Thoreau, Emerson and Aurobindo Ghosh, big philosophers who turned the world towards a right direction. Those people have claimed that their thoughts, their views, their ideas, their opinions are coming from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Such a big philosopher. Just for the sake of Emerson, who is Emerson? You can go Google. See, Google is there, so we are not going to go in detail. But who is Emerson? Who told, in God we trust. In the US dollar, it is written, in God we trust. That word is given by Emerson. That is what Emerson was. Such a powerful person, such an effective person, philosopher. Scientist, Einstein, Oppenheimer. When the first blast of atomic bomb was done, Oppenheimer was asked, how do you feel? And he quoted the sloka from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. He told that what I see here is what is written in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. The blast, the first atomic blast. That is what Oppenheimer, the scientist, told. The leaders like Subhash Chandra Bose, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi in India, they took the nourishment, they took the ideas and views and understood the life and moment, how to lead. We all know Bal Gangadhar Tilak was a very big freedom fighter. He was the guy who first gave in somewhere in early 19th century. He gave the slogan, Swarajya Mera Janma Siddha Hak hai. Having independence is my birthright. And then the British ruled India. They thought that how to break this man. So they put him in a jail in Andaman Nicobar. It's a deserted island at that time. And they put him in the jail. For 14 years, he cannot see anybody's face. He has got nothing They thought that loneliness will break him. But with just one book of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, he told that, oh, now I have got 14 years when I will be given a free food and accommodation, which is 6 by 6 size of a cell. Yeah, 6 foot by 6 foot. And he wrote the book, Gita Rahasya. When he came out, he was 20 times, 100 times more stronger than when he went in the jail. Britishers were surprised. How come a person who has been put 14 years in the Mandalay jail, the jail of Mandalay, yeah, how come a person can become more stronger by going into such solemnity? Why? How can? And that is Gita. That is the power of Gita. Social reformers, Dayanand Saraswati, Annie Besant, Mahatma Phule, Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Social reforming. How to do? If somebody says, yeah, we have got youngsters, and this is a message for youngsters. And young doesn't mean only the young age. Young means a person who is interested to do the thing, to make a change in the society by something, by science, by art, by leadership, by politics, by economics, anything. I have come to this life and I want to change the world. I want to make a good impact in the world for those people. That is what I say, young. And this is the message for youngsters. You want to change the world? You want to understand how the path will be? You want to know what are the tools to do that? That is what Shrimad Bhagavad Gita gives. It is not only a book where say Bhagwan, Bhagwan, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, and then you do that bhajans and all. It is not the book only telling that. It is guiding us. Industrialists, Ratan Tata, Narayan Murthy, Azim Premji, Anand Mahindra, Satya Nadella, all these present day industrialists, they have clearly told that our views and ideas, our thoughts are coming from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. So, what is it? It is a versatility. Number one, it is applicable to philosophers, scientists, leaders, social reformers, industrialists. Is there a book which is applicable to everyone? If there is a book on science, it will be applicable to only scientists, not social reformers. So that is how Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is a universal. It's a universal. It's for all. Its applicability and versatility of the principles explained by the God through this book. That is what is Shrimad Bhagavad Gita is. Now we are celebrating माँ गीता. गीता से क्या नाता है? गीता हमारी माता है. What is the connection? What is the relationship with the Gita? Gita is my mother. हम माँ किसे कहेंगे? Whom can we call mother? माँ किसे कहेंगे? माँ किसको कहते हैं? माँ क्या होती है? सिर्फ the only biological mother is a mother. We all know that is a very limited definition of mother. We all know, we tell cow is a mother. गाय को माँ कहते हैं. क्यों? उसने हमें दूध दिया. उसके बच्चे के मुंह से दूध निकालकर हमें दूध दिया. वो हमारी माँ है. जब माँ का दूध फिनिश हो गया, when the mother's milk stopped, the cow came in front and the cow gave the milk. That is why cow is our mother. So why Gita is our mother? एक पुस्तक को माँ क्यों कहेंगे? Why will we call a book as a mother? Has it given us a birth? No, our biological mother has given us a birth. But it has given us a birth as a perfect way to live. Birth means what? Let us take an example. We all know about it. The cocoon, the caterpillar is there who is walking on the crawling on the branch and then making a cocoon around it. And then after a few days and hours, we see that a butterfly has come out of cocoon. Butterfly is coming out of cocoon. So was that butterfly born as a caterpillar? Or was that butterfly was reborn from the caterpillar? A rebirth, when the thoughts are given to us, we become beyond a animal situation, because there is no difference between us and animal. Ahar, Bhaya, Maithun, Chanindra, Ekamet. Ahar, eating, fear, Bhaya, Maithun, the bodily happiness, material world happiness. And Nindra, sleep, is common in animals and human. Gita gave us a new way to a perfect way to life, and that is why it gave us a birth, like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. A caterpillar who cannot fly, a caterpillar who is helpless, has become a butterfly with the wings to fly around in the world. In the same way, Gita has given us a birth to fly around as a human. And that is why it is our mother. It nurtures us. It protects us from taking wrong steps. In life, by developing our intellect and showing and guiding the right path. माँ क्या करती है? बच्चे को संभालती है, सही तरीके से खाओ, सही तरीके से चलो, yeah, you walk like this, you do like this. A mother guides us, protect us, develop us. In the same way, Gita is developing our intellect. It is teaching us how to live, how to go forward in life, how to take a right path, how to handle difficult situations. That is how Gita is our mother. Mother takes care of all the children equally. माँ के नजर में भेदभाव नहीं होता, ये बच्चा ऐसा, ये बच्चा ऐसा. All children are same. In Gita there is no Hindu word. So somebody says that Gita is a Hindu religion book. No, Gita doesn't have any word as a Hindu. Look at the other religion book. They have got specific words related to their religion. Gita doesn't have the book. Gita has no word as Hindu in it. It is for everyone. So mother takes care of all the children equally, irrespective of their geographical conditions and the way of worship. You may look at the God in different ways, but important part is that everybody should have equal right, and that is how Gita is handling. Gita is handling equally all the people, irrespective of their way of worship and geographical location, the way of life. That is how it is a true mother. A real mother, yeah, we say God is a mother. A real mother will never distinguish. Yeah, we have got various books in the world. Look at them, study them. Do they distinguish between people? If that is the case, then it is not a real mother. A real mother will never distinguish, never differentiate among the kids. And what does it give? A mother gives to everyone. So what does it give? For the students, let us look at some slokas. It is a time, Gita Jayanti is a time to recite and think about. Let us look at the slokas. For students, yeah, the best sloka, 247. I always say, this is like a lightly, I tell you that a joke also. But if you cannot remember anything, you just remember one sloka. Yeah, second chapter, 47 sloka. And how to remember it also is very simple. We always say, we are open, yeah, our store is open 24/7, 24/7. We always say, right? We always say that our store is open 24/7, 24/7, 365. So this sloka is also to be remembered 24/7, 247, chapter 2, sloka number 47. Karmane vadika raste ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karma phala heturbuhu, mate sangosta karmani. For students, yeah, you do your work. Do not worry whether you will pass or fail. Your duty is to study hard. For students, 6th chapter, 16th sloka. Those who eat too much or too little, or sleep too much or too little, cannot attain the success in yoga. Clearly written. So how should a student eat or sleep? You can get it from the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. For the women, dehi no smitan yata dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tata dehantaram praptim dhirastatrana muyyati. Equality. In Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, everybody is equal. Oh, somebody is woman, somebody is man. There is no difference. There is no gender difference. There is no up and down. Deho no smins yata dehe kaumaram. Everybody will become yauvanam jara, kaumaram yauvanam and jara. Everybody is born as a baby, as an infant. Yauvanam will grow into a youthful, and then jara will eventually become old and die. And tata dehan taram praptim, and then you are again born with a new body. So do not worry. For the warriors, chapter 2, sloka 37, Hato va prapsasi sarvam jitva va bhokshase mahim tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya kruta nishchaya. Hato va prapsasi sarvam. If you are dying, you will get a swarga. Why? Because you are doing your duty. And if you do not die, and if you are alive, then bhokshase mahim, you will be enjoying the kingdom. So do not worry. Warriors are given a consolation, a kind of a motivation. That don't worry and don't become coward. For the saints, it is given to everyone. For the saints also, if there is a saint who is working, if there is a good person, people ask, what happens if I die while doing something good halfway? What will happen? Will I go to heaven? Will I not go to heaven? All these questions are coming. Gita is clearly telling, Prapya Punya Kutam Lokan Ushitva Shashwati Sama Suchinam Shrimantam Gehe Yoga Prasto Vijayate. It is a hope for the spiritual seeker. It offers a hope to those who might feel disheartened by lack of immediate success in the spiritual practice. So it is giving a consolation, a hope, and continuity of spiritual progress. This is extremely important. There is a reference to it, but we will have to complete this. So somebody say that, what happens if I die? I am doing some good thing, but if I die, what will happen? Other schools of thoughts are telling that when you die, it is end of the world. There is no more. Either you go to hell or heaven eternally. But Gita doesn't say that. Gita says you will be born again. The soul's spiritual progress is not limited to one lifetime. That is what Gita is saying. Very important. The efforts are carried forward in the next life. So your account is not closed. I always talk about the accounting side also. Imagine, there are two cases which are not answered by any other schools of thought. Case number one is, what happens when a brand new born baby dies? Some reason, some medical reason. Will it go to hell or heaven? Will it go to hell or heaven? If a brand new born baby is died, it has done nothing, just born 3 seconds before, no karma. If the rule is you are going to go to hell or heaven permanently, that rule how will we apply to that infant? Or rather a brand new baby? You cannot apply it. It will go to hell or heaven. You cannot. And in the same way, there is a very, very old person or anybody who has done the last work of sin or a great work. How will that person will be replaced with a karma phala if the person is going to die? How will it? Gita says you will be reborn. That is a perfect logical answer to it. So Gita is telling all this to everyone, everybody. And Bhagavad Gita is also taking care of animals and plants. It's not only humans. Chapter 10, sloka 28. Viputayog, Ayudhanam, Maham Vajram, Deno Nasmasi, Kamadukha, Prajanashchami Kandarpa, Sarpanam, Sri Vasuki. I am also in snake. I am in Denu. I am in the animals, cows. Ayud, I am in the weapons. God is telling I am everywhere. I am in the what we consider as the dead and alive. God is everywhere. It is taking everything equally. Seeing God in everyone and everywhere brings equality and compassion to all the people. Makes one to see the God in everyone and everywhere. So what is the implication? Universal brotherhood. This is the result of it. How can we bring universal brotherhood? By seeing the God in everyone and everywhere. It also gives us a solution to complexity, superiority, inferiority, and fear complexes. Solution to depression, which is biggest problem today. It can give balanced life in an adverse situation. Pratyavayona vidyate. There is no adversity. Whatever is there is only the situation for training. That is what God is telling us. And equality in nature, sarvasya chaham radisannivishto mata smruti gnana moha pancha vaidescha sarve aham. This 15th sloka of 15th chapter, this is 15th chapter, 15th sloka, is also a big thing. So that is what Gita is telling us. And today is Gita's birthday. we celebrated it by chanting it, the full Bhagavad Gita, I wish everyone, what we can do in the end, what I will say that, what we can do, so what do we do with Bhagavad Gita? We study, we understand, not only chanting and singing, it is good to chant and sing, but not only chanting and singing, but we have to apply it in daily life. And this commitment, this is a day of taking that commitment. We should commit ourselves that we will be studying Gita, we will chant it, and we will try to understand it. I wish everyone a very good Gita Jayanti, and we will be meeting again next Wednesday, 6 to 6:45, and study further in our sloka, 3rd chapter, 36 sloka. Till then, I wish everyone a good time. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurve Namaha.